Okay, to do mouse controls with the C configuration, so we'll turn on the lasers. As you can see, it is functional. Now, the way that I have the seat is the controls are set up in such a way that there is FRP, which is the FcuRotationalPitch, and then I also have one for the FcuRotationalY. Those are for the ship, so I can steer it up, down, left, right, and rotate it. Now, in the extra controllers that I have them labeled as FcuRotationalPitch and FcuRotationalYaw. These are only for the turrets. So if you listen, if I turn this, it turns the turrets. Now the script here is a one-line script that says the top turret pitch equals FcuRotationalPitch divided by 3, and then the top turret rotation equals FcuRotationalYaw divided by 3 go to 1. So it resets the line over and over and over again. You do not need a flight controller or computer to control the FcuRotationalPitch. Now, if you were going to have it on a separate network with a separate pilot's chair, then you're going to need something different. You're going to need... You could do it two different ways. So you could do it how I do it here, which is change in the flight computer or flight controller the FcuRotationalPitch and FcuRotationalYaw, change them in the controller, and then set your flight controls to steer the ship. You will then need to adjust your controls, your binds, to make it. But if you want to leave default binds, then you need to use the network relays. And the network relays are these guys. You'll need to use 2 of them to make this function correctly. So what this does is allow power to go from A to B, right? No matter which direction the arrow is, the power will always flow through both sides. But the arrow indicates the data direction. So if you were to have a controller on the left side, then the information will be passed over to all the controls. But if you have one on the right side, then it says the captain's chair will not interfere with your mining laser or turret controls, right? Now, that's pretty much it. You can use 2 network relays to stop it entirely from interfering, or you could have its own power supply and its own private network where it doesn't touch the rest of the ship. Having 2 of these does exactly that, but you can use the ship's power source, or you can do it this way and have the mining turrets use FcuRotationalYaw, or you can use and set your normal flight controls to FRP or whatever characteristic you want to use for your variable, and make sure the flight computer or the flight controller is set to the same, where pitch is FRP and yaw is FRY. At that point, you should have full access to mouse controls. What my script does, and there's 2 of them, the top one operates normally. The bottom one, I take my bottom turret pitch in brackets, FcuRotationalPitch divided by 3 times -1. So basically it takes the number and makes it a negative number, so all the controls are reversed. That way my bottom turrets flow correctly with my top turrets. So now I can have both turrets firing and they'll go at the same direction. I think I put a character in here. So now they'll both go. hope that helps you. I'll share the scripts on Reddit as well.